Hello, 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 and welcome to our match tonight. I'm Black Eyed Peas, joined by Old Man Genetics. We got a pretty good series tonight. It's, as you can see, Conduit CCW versus Requiem in the Risen Rampage Round 2. It'll be a best of 3 between these two teams. Conduit on the red side, Requiem on the blue side. How you doing tonight, Genetics?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready and raring to go. We get some CCW. Been off for cast for a couple weeks. It feels like too long since I've been here. I'm excited to get going.
And I'm excited to have you here with us. Pick and Ban are already making their way through. We got Silas and Echo being taken away from Conduit by Requiem, and Conduit takes the Kindred away. And waiting on their second ban here. Anything that you expect out of this pick and ban from Conduit's CCW team?
From the side of Conduit, I'm interested to see if they let the Varus go through. I know that's one of Aqua's better facilitator champions. And I misspelled the team's name, so I gotta take care of that. But for potentially Varus here, I'm not sure what else. I'll have to pull up the OP and try to figure it out.
Yeah, and Blitzcrank taken away. Another fantastic champion that seems to be taken away from Conduit teams, with or without Ipsy nowadays.
Yeah, Blitzcrank's pretty common ban against all of the Conduit teams. No one likes to see us play that champion. I don't know necessarily why, but I have a good idea.
And Lucian, looking like it's going to be the first pick here at Requiem.
It's a good takeaway from Glada. I think that's been one of his most played champions recently. So to see either that flexed mid or support for the side, or I'm sorry, mid or AD carry for the side of Requiem, it's going to be interesting to see what they end up doing with this pick. Most likely they'll just go to Aqua in the bot lane, but you never know.
Right, Rel picked up immediately by Conduit. I gotta say, I played Rel last night in a random normal game with a couple friends, and I had 41 assists. Champion seems a little busted, especially with Ashe. Conduit takes the Varus away.
Interesting. Spicy.
Yeah, absolutely, very, very. Rel Varus, probably a very good lane as well. I mean, just Rel in general, a good lane. But having the Rel and the Varus, like the ult from Varus, the slow from Varus, and the Rel engage, gonna make it hard for Requiem to be able to do anything. But Milio is that classic. What did you try to do, Rel? Because I knocked you back.
Yeah, Emilio's actually really good into both Rel and Varus here, right? You Varus ult, Emilio gets him out of it. You Rel anything, Emilio just stops Rel from existing. So definitely came in with a plan with given the situation. Ipsy says that Rel is heavily favored into Emilio. Oh, I guess the ult isn't necessarily a CC. It's more of like a pull-in, right?
Right, Milio can't
Like,
cleanse out a Rel ult because it just keeps going.
yeah. So it's almost like you remember old Galio ult? Like he would go down into his form and he'd suck everyone into him, kind of like a vacuum cleaner.
Right, right, yeah. It was
It's
beautiful.
kind of like that. Rel ult, kind of like that now, except she
Yeah,
doesn't get
the
locked into place.
the thing I like about Milio into anyone,
Oh,
regardless of if it's Rel or not, is Milio can give that extra range to Lucian to match the Varus. And I think that's what I like about Milio. Like I said, I just played Rel though. Rel is just stupid broken, so I'm not too worried. And I think it's a pretty good thing going.
yeah, I like both comps a lot at the moment. I think it's gonna come down to the R or the phase two bands for each comp to see how they tie everything together. But yeah, I so far both comps seem to have like pretty clear things on what they want to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Ipsy, I also think that, at least personally from what I've seen in like pro around the world and higher elos, I think Zyra's also pretty hard for Rel to deal with. However, I do like Hisante Darius, and then we got Olaf and Ornn coming out as the final four bans overall. Conduit's going to have to blind something here, and it will be a Seraphine. So we don't know if that's Nico jungle, Nico top. It could be Seraphine. It's Seraphine mid more than likely.
I
But
was actually saying this is probably more of a
Rel jungle.
Seraphine support. Rel Jungle. I know Nation posted earlier today. He's had a lot of success on the champion in solo queue, pulling it out in comp. Why not?
Yeah, the reason I locked in Rel last night in that normal because I thought I was going jungle, and then my brother's like me jungle and locks in jungle, and I'm like, oh, well, I luckily
Ooh.
Rel is a support. Riven, oh, excuse me.
Oh,
So
that's big energy.
Riven blind.
Riven Blind, not necessarily the most meta champion, but it's gold. So if it's all about execution and how they decided to play on it and round it out with a Zig. Zig's a Moo big circle alts. We love big circle alts.
As an Amumu enjoyer, we love big circle alts.
But I feels like this would be a really hard team comp for Riven to play into.
Yeah, I mean Seraphine slow snare, Nico just easy snare, Varus alt. Rel is just gonna completely disrupt you the whole time. And Renekton's going to bully you, potentially in lane, if played well.
Ooh.
It's a skill matchup. I don't think it's really heavily favored one way or the other. But I do think that like a good Renekton... I think it's easier to be a good Renekton than it is to be a good Riven, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, Renekton definitely the easier of the two champions to execute on, so it will be interesting. I mean, Requiem does have a really well-rounded comp. Like 4-1 wise, their comp makes a lot of sense. A Mumu ult can be used aggressively or defensively, whereas I would say the majority of Conduit's ults. Conduit has to, I think, be in at objectives first, right? I don't know if it's safe for them to not be at objectives first, given a Ziggs and a Lucian R and a Mumu ult.
Yeah, Emilio knocking you away. Riven can
Yeah.
just be anywhere in a bush and just hop out and stun your whole team. Like, yeah, Kondo definitely wants to be at objectives first, get those long range. Seraphine, like alts, the Nico can be a control ward in a bush. Stuff like that it's gonna make it a lot easier for Conduit. Gonna be very tough if they're not first to those objectives. At the same time, though, I don't really know who has like necessarily. I feel like bot's winning for Conduit, but mid and top are both very close. So this has the potential to be a very close low kill game, at least on the top mid side of the map.
No, dude, this has to be a banger. Everyone going 100 miles an hour. Let's get out there. Let's get excited.
I mean, that's what we want, but I'm just saying, like, you have Ziggs and Nico, and then you have Renekton and Riven. Like, they're going to want to fight, but they both, like, want to giga fight, so if one gets low, they just walk away. I feel like there's going to be a lot of jungle pressure topside, just because of this top matchup, and but I think the jungler should play for bot.
Yeah, there's a lot of CC out of the top passive. There's a lot of CC in this game in general, I would say.
Yeah, it's everyone on Conduit has CC. Everyone but Lucian on Requiem has CC. Yeah, it's gonna be a game.
Lucian's a slippery pickle.
Lucian is indeed a slippery pickle. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get into Champ Select in the actual lobby here. Should only take us a couple minutes, and then we got the 3-minute spectator delay. We will be back in-game as soon as we can, so don't go anywhere. Game 1 between Conduit, CCW, and Requiem. Stay with us.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Hello. Welcome to game number 1 between Conduit, CCW, and Requiem. Conduit on the red side, Requiem on the blue side. I'm Black Eyed Peas, joined as end by Old Man Genetics. Looking at the runes and everything going on, items. What you thinking? How you feeling?
I am interested, to say the least. I am interested. There's no Doran's items for the side of Requiem. So if this Rel can find an early pick or early engages, it's going to be really difficult for her to for Rel 2. It's going to be difficult for the side of Requiem to survive those ganks, given the amount of CC this champion has.
Right. CZ losing the trade a little bit here in the top to Levy.
Yeah. Q1, 2, 3 for Riven's always going to win out early trades against Renekton.
Right. Nico being found out. Rel starting leashless topside. I have not Rel jungled yet, so I don't have much information on that. But go for it. What's the question?
Oh, I have a question. Right, we had R5 topside. How good would Poppy have been into blue team's comp this game? It feels like it's insane. Okay!
Hey, the 1-for-1 though, at least.
It is a 1-for-1. No sums top. CZ gets the TP back to this. He just needs a TP! Oh! Oh no! If you just TP set up the freeze and you get the XP, you're gonna be level 3 before she's level 2. Oh! Okay, well, that'll happen.
Yeah, unfortunate, but at least it was a 1-for-1.
CZ should just call for Rel to just gank top immediately here and just force the Riven to lose like a crazy amount of
Rel is chilling up here already, so
yeah, this should have been. Yeah, see, if CZ set up this freeze properly, he could have been level 3.
Yeah.
I think Riven's just hitting 2.
Uh-oh. Sweet's taking heavy. Oh, Sweets is just dead.
Wow. Yeah, that was a really solid play. A lot of CC coming here, but they don't have flash. And
here comes Amumu.
Riven's gonna go ahead and
Amumu
get away with it.
Oh
no! Oh.
Wait.
Okay.
Oh, CZ's only level 2 though, so he didn't have dash.
This is aggressive. Yep. Oh, and he missed the knock-up.
Yeah, Conduit just falling apart at the seams. Level 1, or early game at the top side. It's okay. He was saving. CZ was saving TP for this exact moment.
Yeah. See, but I think that's the point. It's like there's a tempo. You win the tempo battle if you just TP back there and you're able to start generating experience.
Oh, I 100% agree with you.
Like you said, given the circumstance, if CZ has dash, they're able to pick up the Riven kill and maybe are able to turn onto the Amumu. So, not the best use of our summoners early. And yeah, Aqua, very up item-wise with this Lucian.
Yeah.
And they're going to try to stop the backs here. Ooh.
Sweets has to be careful, especially with what just happened to them.
Yeah. Now, I will say that was not great for Lucian, right? Trying to stop those backs. What Lucian probably should have done is drag the wave towards the bush, set up the wave for a freeze, and then force the Conduit bot lane to continue to play further up towards their turret, given the fact that they're so up on items, it's easier ganks.
Ooh, they're landing the chain CC really nicely on the golden, but they just don't have enough damage here. Rel has all the CC in the world, but not a ton of damage early on.
Yeah, and that's gonna get more difficult the longer the game goes.
Yeah, CZ is up on XP right now, though.
Yeah, well, it's 25-7 in terms of minions, but the 25-7 is great, but he could have been up, 40-7.
Right. Levy's getting a little low there, but
I would say Levy has a big chance of dying here if
going back to your Poppy thing, the only problem with Poppy into Riven is if you don't kill her while she's grounded after you get her with that first steadfast presence stun and grounded, because then you do nothing. You're just like a tank. She just kills you. Because I pick Poppy into Riven a bunch, like jungle into like top Riven, and I go to gank and I just get destroyed. Like I still knock her up or I stun her or whatever and everything into the wall, CC'd for 3 seconds, and then Riven's like, oh, that was cute, and I just die. However, it's good into a Mumu. It's really good into... It can even stop Ziggs trying to bomb himself away. You can flash on top of the bomb, and it'll stun him. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
very early dragon, though, out of
freeze.
Out of Requiem.
Yeah. Yeah, early dragon, but it's a melee Mumu, right? Like, they're able to set it up. No concerns. And CZ... not realizing that the Riven is taking it back, so the lane, she's going to be able to catch all of this CS.
Yeah. Well, doing a little bit of counter jungling up there. CZ's just backing. Leaving Rel alone, but I mean, CZ has to.
I would say Riven's back on tempo here, right? Riven has the Ignite back up. They're both probably going to hit 6. I don't know. Yeah. The CS difference.
And Aquarat is just dominating Glad Sweets down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Najin was stuck over in the jungle by himself. Billy coming in. Nice Nico ult to try to save Najin. Najin's going to get ignited by the Riven and will actually burn down. 5th kill over to the side of Requiem.
Yeah, it's brutal when that happens, given that CZ's done a really good job of kind of stopping that bleeding from getting out of hand. Riven finds a roam kill, so good on her.
Lucian with the was that whatever that ability is called, really putting a hurt onto them. But it looks like they're gonna back. They're happy with where the lane state's at. Lucian now up CS. 20 CS. Mid, we're up 20, Conduit, and then jungle's about the same, and then CZ still got that nice lead. Problem with that nice lead in the top is Riven has more gold.
Oh.
And
yeah,
everything's Conduit really needs to slow down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily just like to slow down. I think it's more so need to figure out how they're going to address. Oh my goodness.
That was very good.
That was like perfect layering of the CC. That's what you like to see, like synergy-wise, between your top laner and your jungler, or really anyone in the jungler. If you can layer CC like that, it's just turbo good. Now, Najin is starting this, and CZ is going to come over to assist. The concern is that the mid prio is not there, and they haven't seen bot lane. Now, Aqua's going back bottom, so it will be a 3v2 still until this Riven gets here, but Ziggs has a quicker rotation. So we'll see if it actually comes to fruition.
Yeah, but Nico's here first.
Yeah, so Nico's sacking wave.
Got that?
Najin did get it with Smite, so that's a good thing. Amumu will die, and that's big. If Riven...
Ooh! Just disappearing. Najin is stuck in the pit. Ziggs is just going to try to walk over here. Oh, but Ziggs misses the bomb. Najin with the multiple stuns.
Najin, he didn't have jump back up yet. I believe
Billy just got
Rel can jump over walls. Yeah, that's scary.
Rel can jump over walls with the dismount, but not the remount.
That's what I was saying. So like on the
he did just
dismount, I don't think it came up yet.
Yeah, he just remounted there onto the Ziggs to try to CC him. It's another 8-second cooldown. But, I mean, got enough CC to get the Ziggs. Billy got a triple kill.
Oof. CZ queuing this wave to kind of thin it out. And CZ's built up a 39 CS advantage. And Aquarat on the other side of the map has near the same 30 CS. So, just the tale of two lanes.
Yeah, it is. Bot lane is getting smashed and top lane is getting smashed, but on the other side. But the difference is that's only in CS, because if we look at the kills, it's not really a tale of two lanes. Top lane's even. Riven's got 4 kills, 2 assists. Whereas
I don't
Glada
know.
000.
I don't know if I like the build from Varus here. The Blade of the Rune King against such a squishy comp. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it.
Do you just go Gale Force?
Maybe.
Try to dodge out of a bunch of their CC abilities?
Maybe it's a Gale game. Maybe it is Blade, but I guess Varus, falling behind early, it's really hard for him to just keep autoing, right?
Right, absolutely.
So
1 second. Had to make sure that my roommate's cat ate his food. Not I would have had to put it away, but he did eat it. Alright. Looks like we got 3 of each team hovering down towards the bot lane.
got 3 of each team, and then this next dragon's looks like the play. For these teams.
Cloud Drake coming up for is up now. Conduit definitely looks like they want this, but there's 4 members from Requiem down here, and a very fed. Swedes are just getting destroyed.
Yeah.
And the cleanse immediately out of the Lucian when Varus lands the Chains of Corruption. Billy really wants this. Gonna flash land 3 of them, but he just doesn't have the damage yet.
No.
Glada's in. Nasia with the really nice, the magnetic's not going to be enough. Glada has to flash back over the wall, and they don't get any kills.
Yeah, a little too patient on some of the abilities that were being used or not used, and if we hold Varus ult, if we hold Nico ult for when everyone's there, it maybe goes slightly different, but they still found a really good pick on Sweets, and Sweets playing fairly up in the lanes, not helping when they don't have any prio in river or any vision in river.
Yeah, and this is the problem I've seen with Rel jungles is they might have all the CC in the world, but they go in, they're just dead. They don't have a way out, and you can see Nasian already with the 4 deaths. He's gotten 4 assists, but just every time there's a fight, it ends in the death of Nasian.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal, I would say. The solo laner's doing well for the side of Conduit, I would say, but just the supporting cast for them right now is having a hard time, and it does maybe look like Glada. I don't know what these items actually build. Is this a Kraken? I don't know what Kraken components are anymore. I just realized that.
Yeah, it could be Nashers. Wits
so
End.
we see this this Melio in the top side. Melio is just staying up here, so I'm interested as to why, I guess. Maybe is an early roam for the second Herald? Ooh, that's a really good pick.
Yeah.
Not enough.
The Milio flash alts, so that's no flash out of Milio. Not enough to get the kill, but they do get that out, and at this point in the game, down 2k gold, anything is good. It looks like Glada is going for static Shiv, but just randomly has the what's it called?
Noon Quiver.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. Wait, I have no idea. No, the Noon Quiver, static Shiv builds out of the Noon Quiver. It's
that's
the
a really
recurve
solid
bow. Yeah, they still can't get anything, but I think they will secure the Herald off of that.
Yeah, I don't think they can walk in with no Melio ult, no Melio ult, right? Both your big circles are gone. I guess you do stack technique. Oh no, you only have Zig's big circle ult, so just kind of doomed all around. Oh, and Glada cannot leave this. Oh, Glada cannot leave this. Please no. You are giving first turn to a Lucian who is already accelerated. Oh,
Well,
spoilers.
Chains of Corruption's gonna land.
Yeah, it's just he doesn't. Vlada doesn't have enough damage yet. It's that
Yeah.
was brutal.
I don't know where Ziggs is going though.
Yeah, Ziggs is just dead. What? What? What?
What? I don't think Glada was looking at Glada's screen.
Oh my goodness. That was illegal. that
Yeah,
was so
that-
illegal. Oh no.
That is unfortunate. Oh my gosh. Nation could have
Oh,
smited that to make sure that he
wow.
got the blue if he wanted to.
Oh. And that's first turn over to Ziggs. Ziggs is now 3-1-3.
If you're
Brutal.
Seraphine after that, how's your mental?
Tilted. So tilted.
Yeah.
Honestly, just insanely tilted.
Ooh, the magnetic. Oh my gosh, they keep. Mumu. Okay, so Mumu will die. Man, that was. Oh, Aqua Rat might fall as well. Dodges just barely out of the
Woo!
Seraphine Q.
Aqua doing their best Neo impression, just dodging everything to stay alive there.
Yeah, man.
So it was a Kraken. Okay.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say it was either Static Ship and he had the recurve bow for no reason.
Oh,
or it was
Mr.
Kraken.
Willard. Oh,
Window
Willard.
shopping Willard.
Windows shopping Willard.
Unfortunate.
Windows 95 Willard.
Oh man,
Oh.
what a shame.
That was really unlucky for Billy.
Yeah, unlucky or misplayed. You know, we each have our own opinion.
Well, I will say, given the way the game has felt to this point, being down only 3k is not bad. Now, giving up the third dragon feels almost impossible to deal with. And you're going to have 5 members here from Requiem before... And CZ needs to shove this. He needs to apply a pressure somewhere while his team's on the other side
Oh,
of the map.
Chains of Corruption
Oh,
misses.
Yeah. Yep.
Curse of the Sad Mummy on 2. Sweets with a 1. Only hits 1, and Glada's out of the fight already. Nature Cell's Magnet Storm, but it doesn't even matter. Yeah, and they're just falling apart at
Brutal.
the seams.
Brutal. And we still don't even have the minions top lane into the turret. We're not hitting top turret yet. Like, this is...
Zay's could TP and save that if they want to.
Yeah, this is, If you don't see your lane... If you don't see your lane, you gotta shove it. You can't just hold a freeze. The game is about map pressure more than anything else.
Yeah, it's a jungler. I know nothing about that.
True. Actually true.
So we were just saying 3k gold's not too bad.
And now it's
4k gold,
teetering on 4k with the 3 dragons. That's gonna be really hard to come back from if they give up over an Ocean Soul to a team with Emilio. That's not the best decision.
Yeah, Ziggs 5-1, Riven 5-3, Lucian 2-0. Just up an insane amount of farm.
Yeah. Lucian, yeah, almost
It's 60 farm.
what? Yeah, 10 CS a minute. That's on this Lucian pick. Just
Yeah, Billy just
going
dying
really
from 2
good.
screens away. Golden must have been watching Team Liquid and APA play. This Ziggs is doing work. Emilio is actually in a position here, but just runs away.
Yeah, it's more of a position.
Sweets is just dead again. Now that's Curse of the Sad Mummy down to
but
yoink that kill.
I think it's a Baron. It's a free Baron. Unless Najin goes in for Super Steal, it's a free Baron, and we're just playing. I feel like Sweets is playing a little too far up while everyone else is playing a little too far back. There's like a big discrepancy in like positioning here that's really big.
Here it comes.
Hurting the team.
The agent didn't even get the smite because Amumu and Riven somehow got it together.
Yep.
Oh,
and this
no.
one was just gonna run crazy. Yeah. Aqua picks up another one.
Blue team double kill.
Yeah, and that's a Baron, 2 more kills, and 5k gold.
Yeah, and now we're
6k gold.
6.2k. Requiem definitely in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I think we're beyond the driver's seat at this point. I think Requiem's the only one in a car.
Unlucky.
Conduit's car broke down on the side of the road. They're still in the pit, but they're told they have to go around the track once without it.
Yep.
We'll see if they can make it to the other side and get into their car, their repaired vehicle. They need to find a pick on Ziggs or Lucian. And Requiem is not letting them do that, but Conduit needs to find a way to do that if they're going to stay in this game. All Requiem has to do is just buddy system unless you're Riven. I guess if you're Ziggs, you play so far away that you also don't necessarily need a buddy. But like if you're Lucian, you want to be with Milio. If you're a Mumu, you want to be probably hovering the Ziggs or the Riven. Or just running it right down mid. I love this. Those towers, you got to remember, with Ziggs in this game, those towers only have about 80%, 70% of their HP.
Oh.
Asian with the Magnet Storm. Sweet's just obliterated yet again. Chains of Corruption going to land on Riven to stop her from going in. And she goes in anyways.
Wow.
Billy tries to land the Nico wall. Nasion's back over the wall into Nasion's own death. And it's just CZ left for Conduit. Quadra kill out to Levy on the Riven. And this is probably going to be the end of game 1. Sweets is up in 9 seconds.
Yeah, it's 5 strong. I mean, there are no cooldowns. Maybe they are going to look for the end. Now, Renekton does have R. Is it? Oh, it feels like it's held for so long.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be the end of game 1.
Yeah, Glada can't do anything. Glada's just gonna die. Oh. Glada gets the shutdown on the Aqua!
Hey. Well,
the momentum swing right as you lose in the game 2. Just keep that momentum going.
True, actually.
Wow.
So I don't know what needs to happen or what picks need to happen, but deaths. Yeah.
You can't die that much.
Can't die that much. You can't get picked that much. There has to be some communication about.
I mean,
what's happening.
Conduit had a death per minute.
Yeah, that's brutal. And with Requiem having, a third of that, a death every 3 minutes, it's like your income is getting stifled just off of that. Let alone the XP and the minions you're falling behind because of the amount of deaths you're generating. So it's brutal for sure.
Yeah, it is definitely going to be rough. Definitely have to go back to the drawing board if you decide a Conduit, figure out what you're going to do into this next game to try to keep everything from falling apart, because it looks like things fell apart pretty early in that match, and we don't want that to happen again. So Conduit, back to the drawing board, try to figure something out, and then we make it here. We're going to do a quick break while we get into pick ban for this next match. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to game number 2 now. Coming in here from Conduit CCW versus Requiem. Conduit opted to stay on the same side as they were last game in red. Makes it easy for me. And we got Requiem still on the blue side. And so, gonna go back and straight into picks and bans. Genetics, what do you think Conduit needs to change?
I don't know if draft was the problem. I think it's more so about how the execution of the game happened, right? I think they had the comp made sense. It was just lack of of I don't even know how to say it. Cohesion. There you go.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. There was a lot of mechanical in-game errors, but when that happens, I feel like you still have to take drafts into play and just pick an easy draft, like just stupid easy champions.
Yeah, I don't know if it gets much easier than the comp they just played.
I mean, you had Rel jungle. Like, I understand, like that is not that's a thing that is like a solo queue warrior thing. It's not like a normal thing. I don't think it's bad, but it's not like a thing that everyone does.
That's fair.
Like I think they need to pick more of something that's going to stop this Lucian from being able to do what Lucian just did. Pick like a bot lane, like take the Amumu away here and do like a Amumu misfortune or something. Blinding mid just to get Victor is kind of crazy, but if that's what Billy wants, then that's what Billy's going to get.
I think Billy's taking accountability and just saying, "Hey, I had a fine game given the circumstance. I'll take on the additional pressure of drafts. You guys just make sure you get favorable matchups."
See, Rek'Sai, this makes a lot more sense. Rek'Sai is a very strong jungler right now. It's going to be easy for Victor and Rek'Sai to work together, because if Victor puts that field down and Rek'Sai gets under you and knocks you up while you're in it, you're guaranteed stunned. You can't get out of it. So just alone, the mid jungle duo is looking good. But at the same time, you just gave over Lucian Milio again.
Yeah, definitely interesting so far.
I'm curious to see what their answer to Lucian Milio is going to be this time, and if Requiem's going to respond with mid or blind a jungler. Or respond to mid or respond to jungle here. Because whichever one they don't, it's going to probably get banned out. And it'll be mid that they respond with the Lissandra. So still more lockdown, protect the Lucian CC. And it worked last time, if it ain't broke. So
Ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right now, I think Requiem has everything that they want, and I think Conduit is in one of those positions where back's against the wall. Game 1 went much worse than expected for them. You never expect to lose that hard going into any match, no matter who you are. And then they're going to respond with the Rakan. I do like Rakan a lot. I think Rakan probably would have been banned if it was left up. But now they can ban out some junglers here, or they can ban out some top laners, either or. I would like to see them ban even more junglers. They already triple banned the jungler, and the jungler didn't pick in the first 3. But they're going to say that Riven was a problem. And you know what?
Yeah,
that Riven was a problem.
Yeah, quadra kill in the first game, you're going to take it away, right? That's something that I think it takes an expert level of knowledge to pilot it, but I think it also takes an expert level of knowledge to play into it. And there was clearly a miscommunication about what should be happening for that champion.
I do want to point one thing out that we didn't mention. We kind of glossed over bans as they happened. Pick and bans were the exact same in the first rotation, except Amumu got swapped in for the Lissandra. So Lissandra was banned the first game, left up this game, and then picked. So that is interesting to note. The side of Requiem, 5 bans are identical, and then the side of Conduit, it's Amumu instead of Lissandra, and it's Riven instead of Cassante. What will Conduit pick? Cassante. So they ban Riven and then take Cassante, leaving ADC. So they're blinding top and they blinded mid, and they're gonna R5 and 80 carry.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, I know Cassante. Like, if you were gonna play like this, why didn't you take blue side? Ooh. Warwick is so good for, in my opinion, against Rek'Sai. Because as long as you queue Rek'Sai, as soon as Rek'Sai shows up, you're queuing, and the knockup doesn't do anything because you can't be disabled or whatever. You're unstoppable. So you get to just queue through Rek'Sai's main CC, and then just you guys beat the shit out of each other because you're Warwick and Rek'Sai. Jax Jung or wait,
what?
is it gonna be Glada Victor?
Is it Rakan Jax bot lane?
It's either Rakan Victor or Rakan Jax.
Yeah, there's no way it's Rakan Cassante, right? Like that would just be too much cooking.
Has Billy ever played Jax?
I don't think so. Never in the games I played with him. I know he's played Cassante. So it could be Victor.
Cassante mid, Jax top?
Jax is so bad into Renekton, though. That would be crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's happening. Cassante into Lissandra?
Yeah. Me definitely don't know.
Well. Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what's happening.
So we know two roles. For sure, Rakan support, Rek'Sai jungle, right? 100% we know that. That's going to happen. The comp is incredibly outranged. Like, and I don't know. Oh, man. I mean, how does Warwick do into these champions, into these lanes?
Warwick doesn't like fighting Jack, but Warwick does not care about the other four. Like, Cassante ulting just means Warwick gets passive. Because he, halves his health, and so Warwick's passive automatically activates.
Wow, wee wow.
Warwick can follow Rakan, W or whatever, or E with the Q. Warwick can just cancel out Rek'Sai. Now this takes timing and skill. It's not, and it's not something you can always do. If Rek'Sai just presses W instead of attacks to knock up, which has slightly more range, your attack range is actually slightly less than the knock-up range on the W. So you can actually press W to knock someone up right before you get into attack range. And if you're doing that, the Warwick might not expect it. Warwick has to be ready, has to have Q off cooldown, and has to know to hold it down at the right time. So this is definitely going to ask a lot out of Warwick for these things to happen. But and the same thing with Victor. If you time it, and you know that I'm going to get stunned after this amount of time, you can Q Victor if Victor's in the field too, and just cancel that stun out as well. The only thing is with Jax, basically when Jax throws Counter-Strike up, Warwick just presses Fear, because Fear has a damage reduction, and so it's Jax can do 30% of your damage, whereas Warwick can't do anything, and then as soon as the stun goes off, Warwick's Fear pops, they both just kind of look at each other, and then the fight really happens. I hate that matchup, I think it's awful, but I think Warwick just needs to ignore wherever the Jax is. But I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah, I am completely at a loss. I really have no idea what's happening here.
Yeah, me too. And on that note, we are going to go ahead and go over to a break. Client draft is happening. It's Jax top, Cassante mid.
Jax top, Cassante mid, Victor bot?
Victor and Rakan are the only two not locked in, so yeah. Unless they're going to swap, that's how Client just locked in.
Whoosh!
I agree.
King.
Yeah, we are going to go ahead and go to a quick break, though, while we finish up this Client draft and get into Game 2 between CCW and Requiem. Don't go anywhere. Hello. Welcome to Game number 2 between Conduit, CCW, and Requiem. Game number 1 was a bit of a mismatch, if I do say so myself. between the two teams. One team played significantly better than the other. Let's hope to have a more even match this time. I'm Black Eyed Peas, joined once again by Old Man Genetics, as we always do, runes and items. And champions in this case. How you feeling?
I don't know what's happening. To be honest with you, this is quite out of left field. It's kind of like a streaker at the Super Bowl. You never know when it's gonna happen, but you can't take your eyes off of it.
Yeah, for sure. We got Doran's items on both sides this time. And Nation starting bot side with a leash instead of solo top, but this time Warwick starting top side. So junglers reversing where they're starting.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if Warwick's gonna take blue buff, hit level 2 off Gromp, and then try to invade on red side jungle. I don't know if that's the play, but I feel like it is a potential option given the fact that
it wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be bad if you can get the kill or just steal a camp quick enough. Rek'Sai will be a little bit slower than you at taking camps, as long as you do your smites, but Warwick's just doing full topside clear, so no shenanigans. Yet.
No shenanigans.
Billy Cassantane all over the Lissandra early, but man, this Victor has zero pressure bot lane.
Yep, a little bit of grease.
CZ is just smacking Renekton, really giving it to him.
Yeah.
But we saw what happened last time CZ tried smacking Levy.
Yeah, did not go as planned. Say?
Did not. That was a missed bowling ball for Milio. Nothing's gonna happen from that. Both junglers just full clearing. What did Warwick do to where he's still killing red buff? I must have missed something. Did he try to go somewhere?
I'm not sure. I don't know if it's like a...
So Warwick is now trying to invade bot.
So maybe they got feedback from someone who'd watched the game that agents started topside. This is gonna slow Warwick way down.
Yeah, but it gives you a lot of information. You see all of those are cleared, you know Rek'Sai's topside. But yeah, Warwick's down 2 camps.
Yeah, but that's what I think my point kind of was, that there was just no way that, yeah, they gain information, but they lose out on the ability to...
Nation going to gank Renekton up here on the top side. Will walk over the pink ward, and nothing ends up happening. Sweets really looks like they want to just engage, but we saw what happened last game. Rakan a little tankier than Seraphine, I believe, so... Ooh! Victor just got Giga Bursted.
Now that was Lucian's flash.
Correct.
Lucian did flash there.
Here comes Nation. They don't
This
get
was
the
really
stun
well
off.
played by Levy.
Yeah, but Levy's still gonna die here.
I don't think so. Right, we used Tunnel to go in there instead of just walking behind the Renekton with red buff, and that's gonna be a free escape.
Right, I mean, I just figured, like, Renekton spin and stun were both down. You're as an agent, you just flash under him. But this is good. Yeah, okay.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, but that was miscommunication with the double flash. Only one person needed to flash there.
Agreed. I will agree with that. I think that was didn't need both of us to flash there, but hey, look, we got it. Taking care of it. Taking care of business, and that's what you need.
Yeah, Billy.
I think that Lissanderson is so neat.
Yeah, I just like, oh man. This Cassante hurts.
Yeah, yes, Billy's playing well on the Cassante.
I didn't know Lil Nas X was such a good mid laner. We got the Windrake just being taken immediately. That skin is based off of Lil Nas X.
The Casantes? Oh, that champion is all together, isn't it? Or is it
Right,
just
but
the
that
skin?
skin specifically was the one designed by Lil Nas X for the Star Walking event. Like, that was a skin he designed.
Oh, good. That's a banger.
I agree. I walked into a pulp smoothie restaurant one time and it was playing on the radio.
Huh.
I was like, no way.
Nuh-uh. He says, no, that's not happening.
Looking at this Golding to Conduit, something that they didn't see, I don't think, at all last game.
Yeah, it feels good, man.
But this is yet again the lack of the bot prio in early Drake over the Requiem. Uh-oh. Ooh, gets the stun off, but there's just too many minions. Warwick smells Rek'Sai. Not gonna do anything for it. Does set himself up to get the what's it called? The Scuttle Crab Dinner. Ah, and that's Milio, man, just completely stopped Sweet's engage there. No knockup happened.
Giga Chad Millia. Dude.
And it's like Levy, she gets one of the kills, and Warwick's up here as well. Oh man, Warwick should be able to get this kill too. Yeah.
Well played.
They both just absolutely demolish that top. The fact that Levy gets one of the trades is so good for Renekton. You die there with nothing, it's so bad for your lane. Sweets gets the knockup, and there's the Victor stun as well, but Glada walked away.
Yeah, it's cooldowns, man. Playing Mage's bot lane, you have longer cooldowns. You're not the consistent damage threats that you are when you play, these other champs. So it's tough.
Talk to me about the ghost on Victor.
I mean, you can run it. I think most Victors in comp run TP. Even probably this game I would have went TP, given the fact that we are in a game state where if you just out prioritize like lane states in times that you're actually in the lane, like it's going to be more beneficial for you. So
right.
I personally think that probably the TP would have been better and just backed on Lost Chapter, TP'd back, not lost any pressure. Like, that's what I would would have been the better decision. But
I would have just preferred Glad go Clarity Revive, but
I don't think that's the revive part's not the thing anymore, right? They took that summoner out a long time ago.
Clarity's not in the game either.
Okay, well there you go. See how much I pay attention. What one's Clarity?
That was the one that was heal, but for mana.
Oh, that's still an ARAM though.
Right, but this is an ARAM.
Could be.
It literally can't be.
It could be. They could do that.
Well, they couldn't bring Clarity, so...
That's true. You got me there. Oh,
a little bit of a freeze. Thank you, Riot Games, but we're back. Billy Willard just looking too cool, dashing in. The game had to be like, hold up.
Hold up.
Is this really Billy? Confirmed Billy. We can go. Mustard Cat and Aquarat just pushing Glada out of this. Nasion's here. Sweets is here too. You can ult to get closer and then get the knockup, but man, they didn't want it. They're just gonna play for... Well, I don't even know what they're gonna play for because I'm pretty sure Rift Herald's already been taken by Warwick. Speaking of, there it is. Glada is dead.
Yep. Ain't living this one. No way to live this one.
Don't worry, Billy's coming to donate another kill.
Yeah, this is something, Conte. Oh, Babante.
Yeah, Cassante goes all out, but and then Sweets gets the charms. Milio just cleanses all of it off.
This is quite a bait.
Nation finally shows up, but they're just gonna get to walk away.
Yeah, not great play. That was not great.
I mean, Billy and Sweets used ult and Sweets used flash. Not much happened on the other side. I guess Milio flash heal ulted, so that's interesting. Key, Warwick does not have ult though. But you only got 3 people and they got 4, so Conduit probably doesn't want to be here. Nature could look for some steal. Glada could look for some poke with the Victor laser. CZ's just continuing to be a bully against this Renekton. And back of the dragon, Nation sees how low it is. His Q gives vision. Golden tried going in with Lissandra. Milio is waiting. They have vision. They're not going to let Nation get in. They didn't even check, but now they're stuck in the pit. Sweets gets a knock-up on the Golden, and then Billy comes in with the dash. That's a dead kill onto that. Coming topside, we had a fight as well. Levy is in the alt form. CZ's going to go in anyways. Lands the flash to stop the stun and just barely finishes off the kill. Well played by CZ.
Turn in tempo. Turn in tempo. See if you can get a plate. Take a reset.
If Nation would have just walked into the bush to see that pink ward, though.
Yeah.
That was well played, though. Golden ulting followed by Mustard Cat Bowling Ball, like, just making sure Nation can't get into the pit. But then they got stuck in the pit, and they did lose Lissandra for it. There's going to be a second plate going over to the bot lane. Lissandra is trying to go in. Kind of pressed E. Seemed a little too early there, though, and barely teleported at all. And Glada's here, or Nation's here, I mean, so try to give a kill over to Glada. Ooh, Nation's going to ult. That should be enough to get the kill on the Golden, and it is. And then Jordan's going to have to try to jump away from this. If you're Warwick, you want them to dive you here.
Yeah, I mean, well, do you though? You don't have ultimate?
Your ult's not what saves you, it's your Q through CC. But Warwick doesn't Q through CC, so never mind.
Oh, boilers.
Yeah, Aquarat comes back to clean up. Aquarat could kill all 3 here if she plays it right.
Cooldowns for Aqua coming up.
Oh, the flash. Oh, with the
wait a
knock
minute.
up into the stun.
Oh.
Aquarat's going to die to Glada, but gets the return kill. The mages and their cooldowns. They couldn't kill Glada in time. She was able to just kill 2 of them on Conduit, making that play not as good, and the gold lead only 500.
Brutal. Brutal.
We got top CS is just dead even, jungle is way down, mid way up, and then bot way down again. If from Conduit's perspective, that is. Billy, though, farming really well into this Lissandra.
Cassante.
Yeah.
Mr. Willard on Cassante. Probably been the most consistent member of Conduit this season. And it feels like it doesn't matter what champ he plays. He's just going to do well on it.
Yeah. Has the claim to fame.
Ooh.
Solo killed Titan.
Yep. So that's champagne rain to us normals, but I agree.
And unfortunately, though, Sweets just got murdered. It's a crime scene on the top side.
Yeah, it's really difficult, I think, with not having the vision there and going into a Renekton who has the ultimate for an additional tankiness, and if anyone shows up there, it's like impossible, I think, to handle it.
Yeah, Lissandra's was it Ice Tomb of Ice, Ice Prison ult just got used there to stop Cassante from going in. They were able to get the push back, but Rift Herald coming to join mid lane in the frenzy, but then realizes she's too far outside of her cage. Shelly moves back. And things are looking dead even.
Dead even. We're 15 minutes in and we're still at a dead even point, so it's not terrible. Oh, and this is gonna give Warwick time to get his passives. What's it called? Blood Scent?
Yeah, something like that.
And so this is 5 strong. I don't know if Conduit wants this fight with Cassante being bot lane.
Glada gets a good ult here. Sweets can get a good triple charm. And Glada's coming back up top as well. CZ gets a stun onto everybody. CZ, that's Warwick dead. That's Lucian dead. That's Lissandra dead. Levy trying to get a return kill on the back on the Nation, but Nation gets the knockup and Cassante goes all out. And they kill the Renekton as well. And Milio's the only lone survivor from the side of Requiem. A 4v5 with Billy joining in to make it the 5v5, but by the time he was there, Requiem was already bleeding. What a fantastic engage by Sweets, followed up by the just perfect follow-up from the rest of the team.
Yep, that was best case scenario for Conduit, right? You're dead even at 15. Need something to kind of break open the game, get things going back in our favor. Well played.
Absolutely well played. Requiem, and they grouped up way too much. That is, Conduit wants them to all be in the same pixel bush, and that's basically what they just did outside of that. Sweets was able to go and get the triple knockup, charm the whole team. That means Glada, laser over top of all of them, drops the ulti onto all of them. CZ gets the stun onto everyone from Jax. If they clump up like that again, it's just going to be free for Conduit for the rest of the game, so we need to see Requiem not do that again. Requiem needs to understand, just separate and play around each other, but not on top of each other, and Conduit can't do that again.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was, credit to Conduit. That's probably the most coordinated fight they've seen. I would say maybe Sweets went a little early as she got blown up immediately, but outside of that, that's like nitpicky at that point, right?
Right, and here comes Lissandra trying to get over here to see if they can salvage this dragon, but Conduit's there first. They got the vision. Billy's over here guarding from the outside, and Emilio's just going to back, and they're going to see the Drake, so no soul point for the side of Requiem, and instead Conduit picks up the first Drake.
Beautiful. Well played.
Yeah, and it looks like there's a red buff there for Warwick to go pick up as well. Jungle items starting to be finalized. Only got one more stack for Rek'Sai. And which she will get on. See, this is incorrect. You should not kill the blue buff here. You should have killed the Gromp and then shared the blue buff between Victor and yourself, because the Gromp would have completed your jungle item and then you would have 2 blue buffs. But a lot of people don't think about stuff like that.
Micro P's. Micro P's.
Aqua Rat and Mustard Cat back in the mid. A cat and a rat. The unlikely duo.
The cat and the rat. I like that. It's like Tom and Jerry.
Yeah. Finally teaming up. And Conduit's going to be here to respond to that. We don't have an objective up. Baron is in, 80 seconds? 70 seconds, but we don't got another Drake for 4 minutes, so we're kind of at a standstill part of the game. There's no Rift Herald that's going to respawn. There's no Baron's going to be, you're going to be just absolutely insane if you try to do the Baron at 20 minutes in this game state. So we're going to have a little bit of a slow period at this point, just side lanes pushing and catching waves mid. Although Levy might have pushed up a little bit too far, gets knocked up. Mid lane though, Glada might have pushed up a little too far. Levy escapes and Glada escapes, but it looks like Glada actually lost more than Levy lost there. Warwick is on the hunt. Could easily ult over this wall. There it is. Sweets though with the instant follow up, but it's not going to be enough.
Warwick flash forward too. This is a lot of damage. Glada's actually going to get a return.
Glada gets the return kill onto the Lissandra. Ooh. Oh, if Nation could have landed that Q onto Emilio. Oh, he flashes forward. He still has ult as well for Lucian. He's going to be able to pick up 2. That's a 2 for 1 in a 3v1 fight. That ends up being a 3 for 2. The side of Conduit went out, unless Sweets just respawned. No, Sweets lived. That's Conduit gets 3.
Yeah, that was extremely well played.
Yeah, and then here comes Billy and CZ. Time to bully a wolf.
Unlucky.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Jinx, but Warwick's dead. If you've seen
Warwick
Arcane.
Is dead. Arcane lore there.
Season 2 win.
Season 2, hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon.
We're all waiting for Season 2 just as much as I'm waiting for Game 3 to start. I feel like Conduit's in the driver's seat here as long as they just keep it up. Jax is going to be harder and harder for this Warwick to deal with.
Yeah,
Or, I'm sorry,
Cassante.
for this Renekton to deal with, so...
Well, and Warwick. Like, Warwick
Yeah.
can't do anything to affect Jax.
Yep, 5-1-3, that's big. That's big time.
And Warwick went, I huge disagree with this build.
Jack Show!
Jack's show is fine. You first item Blade. Look at the enemy team.
Why would you go Blade here? It's 4 melee.
I can't tell if you're trolling or not.
I'm trolling.
Uh,
I'm trolling.
Man, Blade of the Ruined King on Warwick is already so good, but against Jax, Rek'Sai, and Cassante? Oh, it's amazing. You don't even need to get, like, so like Warwick pre-pets, jungle pets, you didn't even, like that, you would build Tiamat first, and then like finish Blade and like a Mythic, and then finish Titanic. But with the jungle pets, like unless you're pushing side lanes, you don't even need like Tiamat anymore, or Titanic in this case, which is already finished. It's just like kind of unnecessary. It's easy chasing down a crocodile. Gets that. See, there's the Blade of the Ruined King proc, and we'll still get the solo kill. Can't outrun a Jax. Milio has to Q flash away as well. And just like last game where Conduit was crumbling, it looks like Requiem's starting to crumble.
Yeah, it's a hard game state for Requiem's comp to play into, and I know the comp seems really troll on paper, but there's actually like a lot of survivability that Conduit members have to give them time to get to these fights. So if they ever are too far out of position, right, they have the tools to be able to survive.
Ooh, ZZ's, yeah, jumping in the back. Gets the stun on both. Lissandra just walks into it, and then Warwick should have tried to ult. Lissandra ults Jax, Warwick ults Jax. Yeah. It's not enough. Jax just kills them both.
Yeah, this is Mr. Dante's show out game. This is Mr. CZI to the lobby right now because CZ is killing everything.
Yeah, and it's just Levy, and she's doomed.
Yep, I mean Levy, you can't really find anything. I don't think doomed is the right answer, but definitely.
I thought the minion wave was closer to the turret.
Yeah.
But Baron though, Baron's over here screaming, "Help me!" As all of Conduit rolls up to just murder a wild animal on the rift.
I really like the decision CZ made here, just playing for that mid tier 2. Let the PvEers go PvE.
Yeah, I will say this is a slow Baron, so Conduit needs the situation that they were just in to be able to do that. Because they don't have like an ADC, and
yeah, if you're on even footing, yeah, I agree. You can't.
Well, even if they're ahead and only get like 1 or 2 kills, like they need to have the entire enemy team like down or the other side of the map, because that was a much longer Baron than usually at 25 minutes into the game. But that's just the comp, and CZ wasn't there. However, well played. Not taking anything away from Conduit. I'm just making an observation that if there goes to a second Baron in this game, Conduit does have to try to keep that into consideration, that we don't do Baron fast, so you can't really just do a snap Baron play as easily. Whereas Warwick Lucian would absolutely murder that Baron. Speaking of Warwick Lucian, all three with Milio over here on the red side, and Agent might be a little too far forward. We'll just tunnel out to safety. And Jordan taking some damage. Is who has chains on them?
Who has chains on them? I would guess. Wait, I don't even see a chains in the game. Am I trolling? Oh, there they are. Okay.
I don't think it's on anyone yet.
Well, it's on cooldown, so it has to be on
Oh,
someone.
it just got placed. It just got placed. That's why it's on cooldown. So who got chained? Lysandra.
So Lysandra, he probably put it on while he's in the side lane with her. I think that's the wrong decision, though. I think you put it on the Warwick because Lysandra's not going to do enough to burst through you anyways.
I think it's the tenacity. Doesn't it like or is it reduce their tenacity? Yeah, no, I agree 100%. If the Warwick shows up, you absolutely want the Warwick damage to be negated.
Yeah, because Lysandra's not going to do enough to kill you. So.
Plus, you already have magic resist boots. You don't have your second armor item built yet because you only have the Bammies. So, but either way, I just noticed chains was built, and I was a little surprised by it.
Yeah, and this is really surprising, is what I'll say. Like, from how disbobulated Conduit looked in Game 1, they find a bit of a cheese comp that just works really well.
Levy's about to run into Levy's death. Yeah, I was going to say, Gladys still has flash and just get out of there. That's just Jordan's about to die. Renekton's dead. Warwick's dead. Nation wants to try to go back in. 2-0. Clean at that. You got a couple flashes out, but it also costed your flash. So now you got a 5v3 down here, and CZ wants to go in. CZ might have gone too far. Oh, the turret almost shot Glada. Billy's about to die, but just too tanky. CZ gets the stun onto Aquarat, and Aquarat falls. Mustard Cat has to flash away. Nation gets rooted, and they just like that, they get the mid inhibitor. Bot inhibitor's wide open. 3 people dead on Requiem, and Conduit pushing into this Nexus. CZ has teleport. No one's helping Nation get the bot inhib, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of low health bars. I don't think you need to force the bot inhib. Yeah, it would have been nice, but I don't think that changes the way this outcome's going to be. Alright, you're going to go take the dragon. You're going to go take your backs and push back down for the bot lane. I mean, what do we have? How long on Baron? So we have 2 minutes on Baron. Maybe they just send the Jack solo bot lane, play the Baron on the other side of the map. I think that's probably the best course for Conduit to take from here.
Triple Mountain Drake for a Cassante.
Which, it's so brutal. It's in Cassante, I know the stat line 004 doesn't really show what this Cassante is kind of done, but it's literally like, it keeps the comp of...
Casante's been on the front line the whole time.
It's like impossible. Yeah, it's impossible to deal with it, right? Like, you have to send 3+ people in, and by that point you have a Victor or a Jax literally knocking down turrets. So
Glada finally decided to bite off more than he can chew, and will go down. Tries to trade kill onto the Aqua Rat. However, Milio shield, cozy campfire, another shield, ult if needed. Aqua Rat was never gonna die there. Glada pushing up way too far with no one around. Buddy system, like I mentioned last game, just because you're ahead doesn't mean you can forget.
Yeah, and playing as any type of wave clear champion, right? You just need to have an awareness of where your teams are versus which champions of theirs are on the map. You don't see anyone on the map showing in any of the lanes. Best stay safe until you do start getting some information, because what just happened will happen.
Yeah, and
you're not on that Cassante or that Jax who can buy time for the collapse to happen. You are the victor.
Yeah, just a little speed bump in the middle of the road for Conduit. Nothing too big though. It's not the end of the world, but
no, not at all.
It is a little bit of a, all right, maybe we got this mentality shift that can be given to Requiem. That is all that they could need to sometimes find that crazy 40-60 play and they go for it and somehow get the roll the 40 or whatever. Man, if Lissandra would have went in, Lee Syndrome there, that would have been hilarious.
I think CZ should just go to that bot side. Like I said, I think playing that bot lane wave, dragging people down to you, even if you die, they get Conduit will get a free Baron off of it. Instead, we're looking to maybe to flip. It kind of looks like a flip at this point.
Yeah, I don't know why they want to do Baron so bad.
Yeah, the game state is perfectly fine for the side of Requiem. Now the middle lane is shoving, right? So if these minions, it's gonna be a pause. Oh, what a awkward time for a pause.
Pause mid CC onto CZ.
Pause mid CC onto CZ. I like that. That's a good one. What? Oh goodness, what happened?
This is hopefully not a long pause.
Yeah, I have to actually take a bathroom break, to be completely honest with you. This is brutal.
I will absolutely talk trash while you're gone.
Alright, sounds great.
That genetics guy, am I right? Anyways, this is right here. This is where Requiem comes back. If Conduit mess this up at all, even if it's a 4 for 4, this is how Requiem come back. Because there is no reason. Conduit has zero reason to be trying to do this Baron right now. CZ should be shoving bot. There's an open inhibitor and has teleport. Cassante should be pushing in the top minions as well, and the rest of them should be hovering with Baron Vision and just guiding in those mid. And you should just be doing a 1-3-1, trying to bait Requiem into doing something. Because if they send everyone bot to try to kill CZ, you get Baron. If they send everyone to Baron to try to get Baron, you win the game off of CZ. Or at least you're going to get another inhibitor, and then CZ can just teleport to the fight. Anyways, this just seems super dangerous for Conduit CCW. They're up 9k, 8k, but is it going to be enough? I mean, if Jordan doesn't come back, GG, unfortunate. That would be the worst case scenario for me as a viewer and a caster. If it ends up being a 5v4 and Jordan's internet doesn't come back and she can't reconnect, I'll be very sad. But man, it's just, this is super dangerous from Conduit. Like this is the 40-60 play I was talking about, just being gifted to Requiem, except it's Conduit 60-40. Maybe 75-25 because of how like ahead you are on Conduit. But Aquarek can just use the culling and just murder someone.
I have returned.
Man, you should have heard the things I said.
Oh man. I'm happy I didn't.
And I'm happy you didn't as well. I'll edit it out of the VOD too. You'll never know.
That's good.
And then I'll post it as a clip on Reddit and it'll go front page.
That's bad.
I don't even know how to use Reddit. Is front page a thing that actually happens on Reddit?
Yeah, but I don't know if it happens for our scene.
Yeah, but if you would have heard the things I said.
Oof.
So this is rough. The fact that we're about 4 minutes into the pause and it's still a pause.
Yeah, it's kind of nervous. We're not sure what happened. I think it was Jordan. I think she disconnected. So there's let's say a bit of concern.
Yeah, the Warwick is walking back to base, as you can see.
Yeah. Doomed.
Right, that would be worst case scenario is if they don't reconnect and the game just ends off of something as silly as that.
Yeah, you would hope. You'd hope that it doesn't come to that. But yeah, I don't know. At this point, it's hard to tell. Super difficult to tell, kind of what is the calls there.
Yeah. Meanwhile, though, I was saying while you were gone, actually, though, that this is basically that 40-60 play that I was mentioning earlier. That Requiem needs to look for, and Conduit's kind of gifting it to them. Maybe it's more like 75-25 because of how far ahead Conduit is, but all it takes is like something crazy to happen during the fight. Baron goes the wrong way, even if it's a 4-for-4. Baron goes over to Requiem. Game state completely resets.
Mm-hmm.
That would
Yeah,
that could be a little terrifying. So I don't know why Conduit was decided to make this move, but at this point, with how long the pause is, I don't really want to say much in case anyone's watching the stream.
yeah, true. I think our time is best used being muted about game states, but there are some bounties, right, that Requiem has built up, and so yeah, if 4-for-4 happens plus the objective bounties, the shutdown on CZ, the shutdown on Asian, that's 1,000 gold. The objective bounty from Baron's another 1,000 gold, right? So it's like it can very quickly turn into a play in the other way, if you will.
I don't know the rules of this league, but most leagues are only 10-minute pauses, so
Yeah, but
the game
really
will be starting here shortly, live. Like, we're obviously 3 minutes-ish behind, so the game will be starting here in about 25 seconds, if it's not already unpaused. And then it'll be a 4v5 until Jordan can figure out whatever's wrong. But because of this pause, for the rest of it, I'm actually just going to throw us over to a quick break, and we will be back as soon as it's unpaused. Don't go anywhere.
Good.
All right, we are back. I'm going to go ahead and get this unpaused here in a second. I just wanted to keep it paused for a couple more seconds, just in case you get that random second freeze. But we're going to go ahead and live here, and we'll see what goes on here. Just remember, we were at Baron, and Jordan DC'd, so here we go. And there's the disconnect, and here's the unpause. And we got two people teleporting already. Wow. We got Jax mid, we got Cassante bot, and Levy's going in.
Oh.
I don't know what just happened.
Was it just an FF?
I don't think that was an FF.
I mean, I don't know how it wasn't an FF. I think maybe Jordan wasn't able to get back into the game, so it was just an FF into the next lobby. So I would suspect we're going to see a sub coming in for this game number 3. Right? I think what we just saw was an FF. So
yeah,
wasn't expecting it. Was not expecting that.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that either. Especially after that long of a wait. But trying to find out if Game 3 is even happening. Alright, looks like Game 3 is happening. And, go ahead and getting into this lobby real quick. Let me switch screens here to this. Yeah, now they got Ethereal Ice in for the jungle position.
Makes sense, given
I,
game state.
I wish any of the 9 players would have messaged us that there was an FF. We could have really saved 3 minutes.
Well, they're too busy chatting in the Twitch chat, which makes sense.
Yeah, where they shouldn't be in the first place mid-game. They started draft already, and I don't even have anything set up, so give me a second here.
Oh, we love this.
Uh,
This is going crazy.
Conduit is on the blue side this time, so let me go ahead and swap this stuff over. Just the blue side. Get the scores corrected. I don't even have draft up on my end. Here's the draft link genetics. And that's not a draft link. That's a draft link. Alright. I think everything should be looking good here on screen now. As we can see, Conduit moved to red, Requiem on, or moved to blue and Requiem on red. Conduit banning Amumu Milio. And Requiem banning Silas Echo yet again. Well, so bans are staying the same for Requiem. And then, is that real? I guess this is a new jungler, so Evelyn ban. Yeah, Requiem banning the same 3 champions for all 3 games. Conduit, are they going to take the Lucian away? Are they going to do something else?
Hey, I'm interested to see how this draft goes. I mean, I would expect we're going back to more standardized draft. Maybe not. Maybe Conduit continues to cook.
Yeah, Sivir. So they won't. Maybe they're thinking Milio ban. They won't take Lucian, but they were first picking Lucian even with Milio up. So, like with Milio able to be taken away, so they might still take Lucian.
I don't love Sivir anymore right now. I don't think she's that great given the rework to her mythics. All right, Kindred locked early. Now, we've seen this before in other leagues where this Kindred could be a bot lane Kindred, and this could be just trying to bait out a jungle pick, like a specific type of jungle pick.
Yeah, it absolutely could be. We're gonna have to wait and see. Requiem second pick on the Varus.
It's not a Kindred bot.
Yeah, absolutely not a Kindred bot. Although Aqua on the Varus, something I've seen many times, even when I played alongside her. And then Kindred, something that Conduit was banning, but even with the they got the new jungler and swapped to Evelyn, Kindred's still taken. So that is interesting.
Super interesting. I just locking Rek'Sai, saying Rek'Sai worked really well. We want to keep that energy, and I agree. Rek'Sai did work really well last game.
Absolutely. What is going to come next? Conduit's R or B3 will be Karma. So that could be solo top, that could be Billy mid, that could be Sivir support, or support for Sivir. I think Karma is a really good flex pick. I gotta say though, one of my favorite Karma memories was when I was at the 2018, like the Detroit Summer Finals, where Team Liquid won their 4th, and during like the 3rd, 4th place game, when Impact would lock in, or not Impact, who was it? Someone would lock in Karma, and people would just rage. The whole crowd would start booing when Karma would get locked in, because that was back when it was Giga Tank Karma top.
Mm-hmm.
And like
Good
the
time.
whole crowd was pissed, and they just kept. It was Echo Fox. Who was the top laner that won Worlds that came over and played for Echo Fox and was like really
Huni?
really good? Yeah,
Oh no, Huni didn't win Worlds.
Huni never won Worlds.
I don't believe Huni won
Oh
Worlds
wait,
for
no,
SKT.
not Huni. It was one of the SKT top laners that won Worlds.
Duke me? But I don't know if Duke ever came over.
It was a dude that everyone really liked. Maybe it was. Maybe I'm thinking of Huni, and I thought he did win.
Yeah, Huni got he was a finalist. They didn't win with him.
But it was Huni. Huni locked in Karma, and the whole crowd was pissed.
Not a fan of Huni top lane Karma.
Not a
Bring
fan.
Huni back, honestly.
Paycheck Huni. I wish
Paycheck
they would.
Huni.
I wish they would bring him like just as part of the analyst desk or like on like the broadcast. Because I always thought he was awesome whenever he would like co-cast and stuff back before the LCS is how it is now. Back to the draft though, Olaf and Ornn banned away again from taken away from Conduit. Aurelia Riven taken away from Requiem, and Requiem goes, nice, here's a Nico. I would love to see the Nico ult with the Kindred ult, so it just ends up not mattering. It'd be hilarious, but I just I don't like playing Kindred. I hate playing against Kindred. I hate playing as Kindred. Like, feels like Kindred's one of those champions that can really mess up your draft. You press R at the wrong time, just like Bard or like Jarvan. You use your ult at the wrong time, and like your team's the one that gets griefed. And I'm not a huge fan about that.
Yeah, I can definitely understand. This is, I would say, much more standardized draft though from Conduit, right? Like, there's a lot of range. I'm interested to see what Rec Room's gonna tie this draft together with. And I think I know the answer. I'm interested if they'll actually pick it though.
What are you thinking? I guess yeah. I guess maybe not. I mean, there's like 5 seconds. You can say it at this point.
I think they just need to go like something like a Kled or something really aggressive. Aatrox, that makes sense. But just something that's like a brawler frontline that has like a second chance at life. So Aatrox kind of fits the bill. I would say Kled with like his dismount and remount gives just time.
Yeah. I mean,
Just
Aatrox's
fighting.
whole identity was revive, so I'm glad they didn't completely remove that champion from the game.
I feel like this is a really hard game for Requiem.
Yeah, they gotta play it really well.
It's just a lot of um they don't have the best chasing tools. So if they don't, and there's a lot of like disengage with Gragas Barrel. Like I feel like Conduit has the ability to start fights. Outside of VAR Assault, you really don't have a lot of great tools
Yeah,
to start a fight.
yeah.
Nico, I guess, being in the middle of a minion wave, that's always a good one.
Karma with the alt shield speed up, like Rek'Sai tunnels away, Sivir ults away, Jax stuns everyone and jumps. Like, it's gonna be hard for Requiem to stay on top of them. If Chains of Corruption misses, if the Seraphine ult or her E misses, like if there's these abilities that absolutely have to land for Requiem, whereas Conduit can get away with missing some stuff. So I do agree. I think the easier comp is on the side of Conduit, um, but I feel like the easier comp has lost both games so far.
Both games, yeah.
So we will have
Agreed.
to wait and see. We are going into hopefully what is the last break of the night as we get into the game 3 and final game of this match between Conduit, CCW, and Requiem. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hello, hello. Welcome to the game 3, the final match between Conduit, CCW, and Requiem. We got Conduit on the blue side this time versus Requiem on the top side. I'm Black Eyed Peas, joined by Old Man Genetics, and a surprise special guest for the final game, Trash Panda. How's it going?
It's going. I did not realize this series was still going to be going on. I thought, I actually I didn't know what to expect. Actually, I thought this was going to be 3 games. Never mind. I'm a liar.
Well, even
You're
if
all
it
over the
was,
place.
even if it wasn't going to be 3 games, we did have about a 15-minute pause into an FF that no one told us about. So, the stream has definitely been delayed a little bit longer than we expected, anyways. So it's all good here. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Looking at the runes and items and everything, summoner spells, everything looking normal. Anybody see anything they want to point out?
Phase Rush Gragas. I don't know if I like it in mid lane. I feel like it's just so much better in a side lane.
What would you take over it in mid lane? Dark Harvest?
Comet.
Yeah,
Just same tree, just go Comet instead.
Well, to play a little bit of devil's advocate right here, you have a really good 1-3-1 comp. If, so I think that's probably what the Gragas is prepping for more than anything, right? You don't play as for the kill pressure in lane, but once solo lanes start, you have that phase rush to get out of sticky situations where, as that's really what you need is to proc phase rush on Kindred, run away, or playing onto only one melee.
Yeah.
I think it's necessarily terrible.
I mean, you could also make the argument that it's good for going into if you hit the body slam and then you need to do a follow-up. It's a good thing to have phase rush because they've got so much range on that team.
I will say Golden is putting their, Golden's putting her rune choice to good use here, as that electrocute's been procced I think twice already in this lane.
Yeah. Sweets gets rooted. That's a big damage. Aquarat unable to follow up on that though. Glada almost out of mana already. Will get level, or wait, the shield doesn't get mana anymore, does it? So,
No, I guess
yeah.
health.
Interesting. Billy is out of mana at this point. Tries to get a little bit of a return, but actually I think loses the trade just from the on-hit proc of Nico's auto. Billy has to be very careful here.
I think my bigger question here would be if...
Uh-oh. We got Nation canceling the dash up here. Levy's going to have to flash, and CZ doesn't want to flash to get the Counter-Strike stun. But very, very good early flash out of Levy. Repeat gankable if wanted. And Nation looks like he's going to absolutely repeat gank this.
Wow.
That
actually
is...
gets it!
No, he put a new one. He got a new... That was a second tunnel.
I don't think so. Scroll up top. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
he
Yeah,
did.
he
That's
did.
BS. That thing
I
was
be
gone.
so tilted.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
awesome.
wait.
Uh-oh.
Now we got Billy and Asian going in on the Kindred. That's a lot of damage on the Asian's gonna have to flash away. Billy's flashing in, trying to finish it. Body slam will finish it off, but the Gragas is gonna go down to the Nico's gonna go down. Yeah, the Gragas is gonna go down to Kindred right before, and that's the wrong one.
Guess
The
wrong.
wrong one.
Oh my gosh! And then just as we pan up here, bot lane
man.
double kill over to Glada.
No help,
Oh,
Glada.
no.
Starting off
Glada.
very strong.
Glada on the Victor pick last game. Into some crazy.
This game is
Gameplay
wild.
this one.
Not gonna lie, this is fun.
Yeah, 4 minutes, 5 kills. See, this is Conduit playing like they have some confidence in what they're doing, and I love it.
Somehow root Billy gets hit by that root next to the other minion that got hit by the root.
Yeah.
I will say, playing on a team with Billy, that is the crux of Billy. Billy eats literally everything.
He does.
He is the hungry hippo. of League
His
of Legends
breakfast,
players.
lunch, and dinner is entirely made up of League of Legends skill shots, and we see a repeat coming.
Yeah. They are just not letting Levy get away. Counter-Strike stun will hit. Oh no, Ethereal Ice gets instantly knocked up as they try to jump in. And CZ and Asian are just going to try to chase this one down as well. Yeah, not worth the
And
dive.
You think Counter-Strike maybe is a 2-second delay there, and it's super spooky.
Yeah. And Asian just canceled Kindred's back as well with the Q. So... just absolute destruction, just dismantling this top lane that was such a problem game 1, and game 2 was also not it wasn't as much of a problem, but game 2 still putting up a fight. But man, this game just getting dismantled. And bot lane, I think this is the first time Conduit's been ahead.
Yeah, first time Conduit's had a lead.
I spoke way too soon.
And
Ooh, Gladys sidesteps the arrow and lives.
Woo!
Wait, top lane. Gank for the third time.
No way. And if you're Levy, you're just
Oh,
like,
man.
please leave me alone.
Wait,
oh, wait a
CZ
minute. Actually,
Here.
CZ's like, I like these minions actually.
yeah.
I'm good.
They're lucky they get away. Oh,
Wait,
it's
no, I thought
oh, it's Nico.
Oh, okay. That was
Actually,
Nico.
it's Nico.
Wait a second.
Yeah. Casting Nico has been crazy. If Nico becomes a ward or a minion, her picture will disappear from the map. Like, you just don't
I
even
love
know
this
it's there
game.
anymore.
Honestly, everyone gives shit to Riot for being a small indie company. Oh,
That's the best part of Civic. Best part of Civic.
It's just
Ricochet has no vision; it just knows. You know,
It just knows.
it just knows.
Mind of its own.
Riot, small indie company because their spectator client sucks, but I also love League of Legends.
Oh,
Billy just losing these trades.
William Lillard losing trades for sure.
For now.
But it's fine because he's Gragas, so it's not like.
Yeah, Rek'Sai down a lot of farm, but
Oh wait. Oh.
knocks him right into the waiting arms of CZ. You may lose trades, but CZ will get the kill. And then Sweet's over here. The Flash still gonna get rooted. Not worth to chase them though.
And it feels like a little bit of a repeat of Game 1 where that Riven found a lot of success on these early roams. But the difference is Riven was at like 9 CS at 7 minutes, and CZ is up, was up until that last roam, but was up in lane cryo. So definitely a better showing out of the top side these last 2 games.
I absolutely agree. Blue buff going over to Ethereal Ice. Nation looking for a little bit. How many stacks does this Kindred have?
2?
Just one.
Just one.
Uno.
Not great.
Grom's mark.
And Grumpus Nation's mark going straight there, no questions asked.
Yep.
We're not going to play with it.
No. Ganking top again, probably, and then going to.
Yeah, ganking top again would be so crazy.
Top lane's the 7th camp on the map, right?
Yeah,
True.
this game facts.
True.
And CZ's just being really patient with wave. I think that's really what's dictating this, is that CZ is letting the Aatrox.
Oh, that was Nico.
Oh, sneaky Nico minions.
Glada almost pulled the oh boy 2 cannons play.
Oh man, I love it. I love Nico in the game.
Yeah,
Varus mid
They
lane.
lane swapped.
just holding for.
I think they just did that for the and now here comes the Kindred that's actually Nico.
Yeah.
I am Confusion.
Always are.
It
What are you
feels
confused
weird.
about?
It feels weird that both Seraphine and Varus would roam up to mid and they wouldn't even look at Harem. That's very odd to me of this game.
I don't think they could
Davis.
fight. I don't think they could fight it. And do you really want to burger flip like the next like 10 minutes of the game at a
Uh-oh. Glada gets hit by the
Glada.
Seraphine ult and exhausted and just absolutely shut down. That is a kill and a half's worth of gold. Back over to Aquarat.
Yep. And realizing those wave states. Wayne's coming India, right? The waves are pushing, minions are pushing towards you. You do not need to counter. Don't need to hit the W. I know it's fun on Sivir, but that is the biggest crux of Sivir players in our ELO, is that they're not patient.
I mean, the other one is the spell shield usage, just because it's such a long cooldown. I think what ended up happening was.
Yeah.
He's gonna get caught.
That's what Janex was saying, but yeah, Najin's just dead. That's another kill over to Aquarat's Varus. She's getting so far ahead.
Yeah.
So now it makes more sense why they didn't burger flip at the I'm just gonna continue my point.
Nice Nico ult.
it makes more sense why they didn't burger flip at the Rift, just because they didn't feel like they were in a good spot, but then they were able to get advantageous fights and get a couple of kills there, and get it on crucial members too, because it did Varus pick up both kills?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Pick up both kills. Now, I will say that and we do this as casters a lot. That feels more like a misplay on Conduit's behalf than a
Right.
than an outplay on Requiem's behalf. But it does take some knowledge, right, to say,
To
okay,
capitalize on
this
those
is
mistakes.
this is what's happening. This is what's happened. This is what we can do now.
I don't know why CZ flashed there.
Well,
Yeah, me neither.
Like, Rek'Sai was still in auto and E range, but oh well. Ooh, Billy coming in, body slamming that Nico. Launching
lot of
Nico
damage.
away.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Ooh,
Actually gets the
uh-oh.
flash out when
Phase
Kindred's
rush.
right there.
phase rush. Goodbye.
That
You
is, Glada is by himself bot lane. Has to be very careful. We've seen this before.
Wait, how many plates top laner go down here?
Huh.
Is that like,
All of them.
oh, 4 plates?
I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah.
all of it. And
That
I
should
think
be
even
most of the turret.
if this Aatrox shows here, I think you just try to shove in the rest of this wave, right? You just keep
Like,
shoving.
Glada wasted spell shield, and Kindred's on this side of the map.
Yeah. Oh, Glada
Oh.
missed spell shield.
Oh,
Flashes.
Ooh.
flash.
Yeah, just out of range. Oh, Aqua Rat with the
my.
flash piercing arrow to get the kill. Well played by Requiem's bot lane here. Top lane, huge gold swing. Conduit's still very far ahead.
Ooh.
Sweet's just taking every
my.
skill shot.
Oh
Bonk.
my. Well, you know how we said Conduit's bot lane was ahead this game?
They're not ahead no more.
I don't think they're ahead anymore.
That's an
I
boilers.
think-
I'm gonna find that.
And I also think this like shifts the like Requiem perspective of just like, okay, we now have something that we can play around too, because if they can just keep Aqua Rat alive in fights, which is going to be really difficult given the fact that it's Fed Jax, Fed Rek'Sai, and Gragas to knock the Varus into the fight if necessary, they have something to work with. It's all on execution at this point.
she can absolutely carry games,
Mhm.
given the lead she has. So
Mhm.
it will be interesting to see if Conduit can basically stop the bleeding. It's like a double-edged sword right now. You have a lot of bleeding on the top side of the map, and you have a lot of bleeding on the bot side of the map.
But
for
there's a lot less
the opposite
bleeding
team.
on the bot side. This is just like the first game. Just kind of like reversed, where one side Conduit was like way ahead CS, but Riven had all those kills. And like that's what's happening here.
Right.
Aqua Rat's way up, well not way up in CS, but it's like up in CS and has extra kills, but like Glada has kills too, whereas top side just getting destroyed. So this is almost like a reverse of the first game.
Mm-hmm. And Glada's about to finish Cole too, so that's like something you have to consider as well, like the big gold spike that's going to come through here as well.
Yeah.
It makes me
absolutely.
so proud to see young Glada playing Sivir. So proud. I get proud, Dad.
Yeah, Glada's only down 400 gold.
Yeah,
after
not
that,
bad.
after that call.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so doing okay. The gold lead's still 2k for Conduit. So Conduit's still feeling pretty good about this one. Did lose that first dragon. That's 3 for 3. First Drake's going over to Requiem. We'll have to see if it's 3 for 3. Second Drake's going over to
They're doing
Requiem in
that.
the next 60 seconds.
Mid bot swap here.
Yeah, looking to swap up the team for the Herald that's spawning in 15 seconds makes sense.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if the side of Requiem doesn't go up and doesn't try to respect it, then it's, I would say, a little spooky.
You know what's wild in all this is
Ooh.
just the fact that
Yeah. Gets the Counter-Strike to get the stun off. Oh! Perfectly timed Kindred ult. The Lamb's Respite doesn't stop them from dying, but Billy's here. And they just... Sivir's here too. That's just 2 kills for Sivir, 1 kill for Rek'Sai. The Lamb's Respite was timed perfectly to not let CZ stay alive. But man, Conduit was like, you can get one of us, but we're going to just take the rest.
Dude, and that was a really heads-up play by Billy with that TP. Like, just really quick to react on it.
Oh.
That was close.
Whoa,
That was close.
really
That was
close.
close. But no, I don't think they expected all 5 to be there. Like, they didn't have any
Yeah,
vision of it.
And that's what I was saying. I think it's just a lot of, the whole team seems to be communicating. That's, I think, what's the difference is. It feels like everyone's on the same page about what we're going to do in these games.
Yeah, and it is not. For the first time in the series, Conduit will get Drake number 2.
Yep. Hasn't happened yet, but hey, maybe next week we get Drake number 1, one game.
That'd be
No.
crazy. Oh, there's a Nico down here, apparently.
I don't understand why are we in a side lane as a minion if there is no one else in the side lane with us? Who are we baiting here?
Uh-oh, Nation has to take a little bit of damage, but man, Nico, you shouldn't be here.
They're not expecting that.
Oh, they go.
Old doesn't
Just,
expect
you
this.
didn't go.
Wait.
Oh, we didn't go. What are we doing?
Oh.
Conduit's
What?
Conduit forgot to Conduit brain.exe stopped responding for a few minutes there, but they waited for the process to restart.
Oh, they just
Okay,
needed to go on
so,
the
like,
charge.
They did, yeah, like, I mean, Nico still has ulti and flash there, but like, it still is like, if you're gonna do it, just, you gotta commit to it.
Yeah, at least no one on Conduit died there, so for Conduit, at least there's a silver lining to the amount of resources they just put bot, not even to get the tower with Herald.
That's gonna be a mark over to this Kindred.
They know Kindred's backing here. Sweets will be here to get the ward, and Nico might get this tower down here.
That's a definite one trade, right, for the side of Requiem. I think the Kindred picked up a mark. The wasted time in pushing there, and they get a lot of chip damage on this bot lane. It's definitely an overall win for the side of Requiem, and that little 2-minute exchange. No kills, no big gold, but little gold. Little gold will turn into big gold if you keep doing it.
Investment Strategy 101, brought to you by Old Man Genetics. That's why he's the old man.
Mm-hmm. Wisdom.
Financial advice with Old Man Genetics.
He's not condoned to follow anything he says. Oh,
We're on the card.
man, oh my gosh, Chains of Corruption and everything. Sweets is gonna actually live with the Flash. That's a lot of resources used. Nation doesn't
and
get the
Aqua's in.
knockup. Oh, Glada's really... Oh! Mustard Cat has to flash the boomerang on the return. I think Nation wanted to knock up Seraphine there to get the extra damage to then ult the Seraphine, but just barely didn't get the Seraphine on the knockup, so it wasn't an auto attack range. And Billy might be in the wrong location.
William Willard is in the wrong spot.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to see, but sometimes the GPS tells you to turn left onto the train tracks. And that's going to be a turret over as well for Requiem. But here comes Nation and Sweets. They're just going right for Kindred. Kindred can drop Lamb's Respite if she feels like she has to, and she does. There's a TP coming.
TP.
Ooh, nice ult. That's going to kill him. There's a second TP onto the tunnel. CZ's coming in fast and loves those minions.
Nope. Ooh.
Oh.
They do get Aatrox ult out. Whoa, spooky.
I don't know why CZ teleported and just immediately started hitting minions instead of jumping in. But
Counter shot.
Because CZ loves minions.
that's what it seems like. That seems a little troll to me, but
Monster Hunter CZ.
because like if I'm Nation there and I end up dying by running after them and I look and see my top laner hitting minions, I am just full tilt. Billy taking a bunch of damage while Glada watches off from the side, but Glada will be able to pick up this wave.
Got Chain of Corruption out of Akura out there. But all I can think of is there's an old Riv clip from like 10 years ago when Dyrus was still playing where he just said, Dyrus in the top lane, pushing minions. That's the only thing I can think of. Oh, hey, there's a random minion and sitting on a...
I wonder who that is.
Guys, I found her. That's my comms 100% if I'm in the game. Wait, this minion's trolling? Wait a minute, it's hitting a ward. That's Nico. Guys.
It's still moving down the jungle or the river. They're all pinging it.
What is happening? What is actually happening here? Oh yeah. Weird. Okay. Whoa. Cool trick, bro. That was.
So,
Oh, I love it.
World Ender is up, but Jack's ultimate, which I think is called what, Grandmaster at Arms.
I have no idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I know my ability name. So Grandmaster at Arms is down, but World Ender's gonna be up for this fight, so it's gonna be really difficult unless they.
Oh, wait.
Billy going in on Aqua. Asian coming in as well. That's gonna be a dead Aqua. That's a dead Aqua rat for sure.
Yeah.
That's dead Seraphine, dead Aqua. That's a 3-for-0 right before this dragon.
Mistimed on the spell shield, but it's not gonna mean anything. Conduit just takes the game state from spooky for Requiem to giga spooky for Requiem now.
Downright terrifying.
Yeah. As Nuke's Top 5 would said, downright chilling. This is ooh, nice!
Just commit for the turret. Just giga chat it out.
He got the turret.
That's what I would have done. Look, I would have fought. I'm just saying, my Siver's clean. I would have fought there.
Listen, old man.
I probably would have died there, but I would have fought there for sure.
You would have found a way to E4 on Sivir.
I probably would have. And it's called my flash.
I was rooted.
Oh no! Yeah, Sweets is going down. Oh.
Oh, the rooted hit.
Golden went for a ride towards the Conduit team, but there's no follow-up. Sweets just gets destroyed.
I will say, Sweets lived through all that original stuff just for Billy to throw the barrel and then land Nico right on top of her to finish it. Probably would have been tilted.
There'd be a little bit of an argument going on.
Next time, just don't even throw.
Now, Genetics, what do you think of IE instead of Quick Blades in Sivir this game?
It's big damn. I think Quick Blades is better given the fact that you need the spell shield to be up, right? Like,
yeah,
you don't have.
That's what
I guess you have a cleanse, but I mean, cleanse is not forever, right? Cleanse is a one-time thing. But you have a Jax who's on Trinity. You don't need any more damage on your comp. You just need more utility, more keeping yourself alive. And it's not that Quick Blades doesn't do damage, but of course.
Ooh.
Spell shield.
Well paid attention.
Wait. Oh no.
Oh, yeah. We didn't go for it.
I mean, that's good. Kendrick was right there. Would have gone into a 2v3 immediately.
Small.
Is Gragas in this island though pushing? Like that's the advantage that they've got going on. I mean,
1-3-1.
Both of these AD carries just want to clear waves, and both of these side laners just want to push. Just given the fact that we now have a Ravenous Hydra on Jax.
Yeah, 1-3-1. It just there's not Aatrox can't really match Gragas. He can't really match Jax. But they don't have an engage for Aatrox. Aatrox feels so useless into this comp, especially when
it's really hard for Levy to get value.
Yeah, when Levy fell that far behind,
it
was just brutal.
Uh-oh. Alright, so he's able to just hop into the pit. Conduit is just doing Baron right in front of them.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of damn, right?
They got the TP out. Are they actually going to flip this, or are they going to take the TP?
No, they're backing off.
They should just take it, yep. Take the TP. It's a free TP win.
It's kind of split.
Kindred is split.
Ooh, well, here the cask. Oh, invulnerable. But this is such a good Seraphine all over the entire team. Oh, and the Nico ult to follow up as well. No. Nation's in there trying to get anything. We'll get the kill on the Seraphine with the ult, but that is a 5-for-1 return on investment over to Requiem. They get 5, they get the Baron, they're going to get the gold lead probably, and they're going to turn the entire game around.
Yeah, that
combo is insane.
Fought in a choke.
Fought in a choke against Seraphine Nico.
Seraphine Nico.
Got baited by the Lamb's Respite.
Brutal. You just can't.
Shurelia's and Sivir ulted into their imminent doom.
Yeah, and this is going to be Baron. This is going to be 2 towers. This is a
gold's even now, boys.
Gold's in favor of Requiem.
Oh, gold is now.
Gold is now
Oh my
in
goodness.
favor of Requiem because they're getting both mid and top here.
That was a
That's
play.
a flip. That's a coin flip.
That's
After
a-
we get the TP, right, you just take the TP. You don't need to do
Yeah,
anything
you
else.
can't.
You go back to your 1-3-1, and you don't coin flip there.
Yeah, you can't really fight that there, especially when you're missing ultis and the Kindred is getting back to her team there.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Easy almost saved the fight by getting the counter strike over the wall, but at the same time, it's still really difficult for them to fight in that choke like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was too late. I think if CZ maybe hits a counter strike before Seraphine ult goes off, it's savable, right? I still think it's you take heavy losses, but it's not as doomed.
No, it's nowhere near as doomed, but CZ,
That was a really long stun. Am I crazy for saying that? Is
If you
Nico
max
root
it, it's
long?
like if you max it, it's almost as long as Morgana root. And he doesn't have tenacity unless he has it built into like his alacrity, but like there's legend on his yellow tree, but I would assume he just wants the attack speed. Oh,
Ooh, Golden.
that was a
Golden
bright
out
belt.
here.
oh.
Yeah.
William Willard essentially almost got caught there, but able to escape. TP coming in from Nico, but I don't think this is necessary.
Yeah, that's like Jax should try to push. They're all gonna run up there quickly though.
I don't think they saw the. Did they see the TP come through? I think they should have, shouldn't they? I didn't see anybody ping.
I mean,
If
they
they
know
did-
now. If anything,
Well, yeah,
they know
I mean,
now.
But I think they just want to force this 5 because their comp is just so good for it. But Aatrox is going to base. Lovey's going to go back and stop CZ.
It's really scary to do that against Conduit under turret. Like, you can go and you can take the turret. You can't force, though, and you're trading, like, solo power gold for a Jax versus 4 power gold, like, tier 2 mid. Like, I don't think that trade is bad for Conduit, given
Yeah,
the
I don't think it's
situation
the
of game
worst. I don't
state.
think it's the worst for, like, either team, though, just because, like, opening up T2 mid like that just gives so much more space for Requiem if they're able to walk up like that. Gives more angles for them to play with.
And Conduit just counter pushes all the way back, and no way not trying to fight it at all. And now
Yeah.
this blue buff on the side of Requiem. This blue buff will go to no one. Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on how long it lasts. It's still up right now.
Yeah, it is.
How long does
Conduit.
it last for?
What do you?
It
how
lasts
long
for a
is what?
minute.
A minute. That's a long time.
Yeah.
So they will pick it up then.
Canceling out the mark from the Kindred there by picking up that blue buff just in time. But man, this is starting to look a little scary.
This is looking like next fight is just gonna accelerate even further. Whoever wins it.
Well,
Unless
both
it's just a
teams
straight
are,
like double ace, and then who knows what's going on at this point.
yeah, both teams are pretty. Like, both teams are even, right? Game state's at a point of evenness. I don't think there's nothing notable about the 1,000 gold Conduit has over Requiem to enough to say they're in the driver's seat. I don't think there's anything in terms of Requiem either that says they are in the driver's seat. So we're just in a state of who's going to get picked, who's going to position correctly around these next objective fights. And
Well, like, who scales better between these two teams? 'Cause, like, I know Sivir scales really well, but like Gragas, I mean Jack scales pretty well too, but like Aatrox in team fights is scary as well if he's able to just get one reset. Like,
yeah, I think it's going to come down to a point where the Kindred for the side of Requiem is going to be an issue, right? That's just
Yeah.
that's going to happen. Now, if they 4-1 or if they 1-3-1 the game long enough and they cause enough destruction, so like after CZ gets tier 2 top right. Why are we not just going bot with CZ and taking tier 2 bot now? Like, why are we not playing for the tier 2 turns? You have to just bleed out resources, in my opinion, on the side of Conduit. So, Gragas is more of your hold push champion, right? You're not going to be able to ever get a ton done with him in a side lane. He's just there to shove it out and rotate. But Gragas, or I'm sorry, Jax, much more of a champion you can count on too.
Baron up in 10 seconds here. Conduit gets some vision, and they're here first. Aatrox pushing bottom. Does have TP.
Yeah, I mean, Aatrox played that better.
CZ's matching Levy though, or Levy.
Well, Levy's has a XP lead over CZ, and again, I think that's just because of the.
Oh, that's some big damage right off the bat.
Seraphine,
Seraphine's gonna heal him back up.
It actually pulls them. It pulls them off. They need to just rotate mid. It's such a free push mid lane, and no one's calling for it on the side of Conduit.
Billy's going for it, but they're pushing T2 top, so
they want this Baron.
Trying to get reset just in case, because
this seems
okay. Aatrox is GA now.
That's gonna be big.
That's huge.
Glada's getting so much poke on the Aqua Rat here with the boomerang blades.
I actually don't know if that matters in a 1v1 between Jax and Levy. I think Jax takes GA and like I mean everything.
I think the big thing about it is okay, they're gonna trade T2 top for Soul Point.
They should just keep pushing.
But Requiem can just push unless they want to peel back for Baron.
They are.
Man, no one wants to push to win the game. Just play the turns.
Well, Sivir is responding top. But they also still have 3 people on Dragon.
Yeah, and I don't
realize that this is going to go down super fast for the side of Requiem.
Oh, their
TVs are coming in, but this is too late.
Yeah,
we already get it. It's gone.
Too late. Yeah.
Now they're gonna try to just kill whatever they can on the way out. Billy can cast them all back to give time for CZ and Glada to show up. This is dangerous for Requiem. That charm, that charm probably isn't going to be enough though. There comes the Rek'Sai ultimate as well. Nasion's in the back. That's another kill over to Nasion. Lamb's Respite gonna make it so the Nico ult's not gonna finish anyone off. And then, CZ just has Counter-Strike up and kills everyone. Lamb's Respite trolls the fight away.
Wave state-wise, this is still salvageable.
Yeah, they just get like, mid inhib off of it.
Yeah, they should get mid inhib, yes.
They have no minions though.
That's that's what I'm saying. Like from a wave state perspective, Requiem has built up enough of a wave advantage that they bought themselves time.
The anti-synergy there.
That was so sad, and you know Kindred was trying.
That was so good for them with the Pop Blossom coming through.
Yeah, I mean, Kindred was trying to hold on.
This game's not over, but it's an unfortunate situation for the team.
And they won't even get inhib, so that it's still in a very good spot for Requiem, right? They're down 2k, but 2k at this point in the game is so minimal.
Yeah, this is looking sketchy for Requiem now, but they need to just... the last 5 minutes of this game were... The macro was horrible from both teams.
Oh yeah, it's just everyone's too afraid to give up like these objectives when it's, just from a timing perspective. I think Bada needs to play wave. That's should be Sivir's job. Was always my job when I was playing Sivir in comp, right? Is you let your team go and dance, you play the wave until that wave is hitting turret, and then you rotate the fights.
Okay, so CZ pushing bottom.
Ooh.
Wait. Gragas half HP.
Oh.
I don't think they want to follow up on it though.
No,
yeah, they're not going to go for it.
Billy taking a bit too much damage.
It'd be tough for Requiem to hard commit to that fight, given that they have a Jax that's beating on their bot tier 2.
This is weird that they haven't sent anybody for it yet, but
Well, they've done so well at
Owen's-
matching in the
Owen's responding
first
now.
time, so it's it is kind of criminal that they got to that.
This is yeah, we got the lanes are 2 out of 3 pushing towards, and then Gragas is up there getting the third one pushing as well. So they're gonna send 4 down mid to try to get a little bit of mid wave state back into their favor. But man, there's a Sivir on the other team, and just like that, your minion wave is almost completely gone. You got a cannon left, a cannon and a caster, and now those are gone too. So you're basically taking 4 people to do the same thing Sivir just did.
Sivir, baby.
And
Preach,
we got this Hex Tech Soul point. It'll be the soul for Conduit if they can get it. It'll be double soul point if Requiem's able to somehow pick it up and extend the game 5 more minutes for that for the soul.
Conduit taking late recalls, but they have portals, so they're able to get back. Aatrox is top lane. GA is still like a minute from coming up, so this is a minute and a half from coming up. It's not gonna be ready at the start of this dragon fight, but this is gonna be the one that puts the game on on ice potentially. Because I feel like Hex Tech Soul on Conduit is just so good for them, given how long range they are and how much sticking power they would have with the Karma Shurelias, the Sivir ulti, everything like that.
Aatrox TP.
Yeah, but they saw it on Vision, so
They're acting
they're
like
not
they're not afraid.
committing. They are. Oh.
And
And
Mustard Cat's gone.
Q up down as glad a Q hits and just
I like the idea of just sending Nico clone forward just to get that extra range on Seraphine ulti, but it just wasn't enough because the poke down. They had to go through one of the lanes. They couldn't go through the choke like that, especially against this comp. It's really difficult for them to do that.
Yeah,
think
that
it's
was
fine.
rough.
It's fine to play in chokes when you're the team who's kiting backwards. It's really hard to play in chokes when you're the team trying to get a position on the map.
Yeah. That looks really weird to me.
And there you mid inhib. CZ's pressuring top.
Oh.
Yeah, this...
Wait.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Nation might have bit off more than he can chew,
And
but the explosive cast is going to knock Akarat back away. Kindred, though, has the stacks, has the range, will be able to pick off another kill there. That's Nation down. 5v4, Billy's going to get caught, will flash out. Gladys walking up too far. They have to get out. Sweets lives with nothing, but CC's just going to back. They, okay. Good.
Yeah, CZ should have just kept pushing. CZ should have absolutely just kept pushing. That he's gonna give up Baron here. If you keep pushing though, you have this mid top inhibitor down, and it's a worthwhile trade. Losing Baron for a top inhib, given game state.
Bro, I'm gonna be real.
Glada.
No, run!
Oh, the flash.
Oh, it's so dead.
Oh no.
What? Billy's teleporting to the dragon pit.
What's
Try and
happening?
save. Oh my.
What's happening?
So I don't even know anymore. I don't know.
So the right play, if CZ keeps pressure top there, they have to make a decision with Glada walking mid. So it's like if they were on the same page there and CZ's still top and Glada's still there, CZ probably just ends the game.
Yeah. Or at least
if they walk mid like that,
or at least forces somebody back.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I think he forces more than one person back. I don't know if anyone can match CZ one-on-one at this point.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, that's brutal. Like, they can buy time in fighting against them to see if people can rotate, but I don't think anyone
I just don't
can
understand why CZ keeps going top lane instead of bot lane. Like,
well, now it makes sense because the next objective that's coming up is the dragon, right? You're gonna
in
TP
3 minutes,
into
but
it.
like at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Levy.
Oh.
Levy gonna find Jax.
it's the stun on.
Oh.
Levy will just jump over. Can't get the GA.
Lot
There
of
are
damage.
7 lives on the side. Well, actually, in theory, 12 lives on the side of Requiem right now. We got Lamb's Respite plus 2 GAs. Ooh. Golden thought she might have saw something there. CZ's got to be careful over here in the jungle.
Still pushing for Conduit. He's gone down to catch that wave.
Yeah, I would say it may be worth like a TP play on Dante if this builds up and it kills the next wave. Maybe on the next wave you just TP to
Yeah,
it.
look at how big that wave is, bottom side. Like, that's insane how large that wave is. That's like a double stacked wave, but they can't really go for it because... Ooh, wait, the Karma's hope.
Yeah, CZ could TP over there if once this pushes the tower.
I think you just rotate Gragas down, you let Sivir keep farming the minions. I don't think they have a good enough engage tool for the side of Requiem, but look, minions are now hitting the turret.
on
Like,
the turret,
this is the
like-
TP point. This is the point where you just say, hey, yo, I'm forcing you guys' hand here.
But they're,
He's
Phasing. Oh.
the macro's just not there. The macro calls are just not there.
Just-
Chains
what
of
is
Corruption
it?
is down though. Billy misses the slam. Could throw in the cast.
Billy. Oh, Billy.
Billy CC'd for 12
There's
years.
Hourglass. And that wave top is... and that wave bot side is dead for Conduit. That was
Too
their...
scared to lose the game.
Now they're pinging it.
Too afraid to lose the game to
Yeah.
make those calls, and that's
Regardless
tough.
of the outcome of this game, both teams are going to want to watch these VODs back and try to fix the macro.
Oh, for
Conduit
sure.
especially though, I feel like Conduit could have won this game 3 times.
Yeah, you have to
There's
just play.
definitely a point that they should have won in the last, like, 20 minutes. At least 1 point.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that like it can get sketchy, especially like back against the wall, game 3. But you have Soul at this point. They were all in your base, and you had a double stack wave with a 3rd wave coming on the turret, on the inhib bot turret. You would have gotten at least 1 TP out from like Golden or Levy, but now we got Elder up in 30
I was
seconds.
gonna say, Elder's about to just break this game wide open because this is where the all-in
Vada's
teams
not
are gonna
playing minion wave.
wait.
You have to apply pressure. You can't just stack. Oh,
Wait.
The Serving all hits nobody. Oh
Wait,
no,
wait,
but
wait,
Sweets
Karma?
just kind of walked up into nowhere. That cast does insane damage. Karma's dead before the Lamb's Respite can even be used. Levy healing a lot as much as they can. Both GAs pop from Aquarat and Levy. Jax is going to finish off Seraphine in the back, and that's a clean ace. Conduit finally
just
finds
go
their
in
way
game. You
into
don't
the
need
game.
to-
What the fuck?
That, I think what happened here, honestly, Sweet mind controlled them into taking that fight, and they misplayed it so terribly that it caused them to lose the
That's
game.
an unfortunate way for that to end. Oh my. Oh no.
It's Jover.
It's Jover.
And just like that,
Wow.
Conduit will take the series 2-1.
What the?
Good games. Hey, good games.
Good games
That's
all
the
around
best.
for sure. Good games
That's-
for sure.
That's Conduit playoff buff right there. Needing wins to get into playoffs. Glada doing insane damage on Sivir. And this is why I love this champion. You don't even gotta do nothing. You just throw your Q through minions and it hits people. It's like the most interactive champion in the game.
Wow. I have absolutely. That was so fucking close.
It was an awesome
Holy-
game. That was a
really
game
good
to end the
game.
game on. It's really unfortunate, I will say, for Requiem to lose their starting jungler, to disconnect. We don't know what exactly happened. Power loss,
power went
internet
out.
loss.
Power went
Yeah,
out.
yeah, really,
Yeah,
really
it's
unfortunate there. But you know, props to Conduit coming out, losing that first one in a pretty bad fashion. Conduit got trounced pretty harshly the first one. You know, wipes the dirt off, says let's go round two. Round 2 they come out firing. the power loss thing happens, 15-minute wait time, and Conduit was able to maintain momentum. They come out victors.
Yeah, well, that was a crazy 3-game series. We had a 3-game series for a 3-hour stream. Thank you all for coming out tonight. We had some really nice viewership. We're at 39 viewers right now. Thank you all so much for watching. They're asking for an MVP of the series.
No, you don't get one.
No, we gotta have one. I'm gonna be honest here, and this could be cap, may not be. I think Najin, from having such a rough game 1 as he did, coming out game 2, game 3, said, "Give me Rek'Sai. I'm gonna dominate this lane phase for my team. I'm gonna get my top laner Giga ahead," and just able to kind of make that call. I think it's Najin.
For me, it's between Najin and CZ. CZ
I missed
played
the first 2 games of the series because I was busy. So
even game 1 when CZ got behind against the Riven, CZ was still putting up a fight. CZ and Billy were like the only people in game 1 that existed really, and then game 2 CZ dominated. But like you said, Najin really stepped up in the last 2 games as well. I think I'm leaning CZ for mine, but I think either CZ or Najin would be good. For someone that only really got to see 1.5 games, what would you say, Panda?
oh gosh, I mean, I missed the CZ game 1, so it was like I just kind of saw it from like the Jax, the tail end of the second Jax game in this one, so I'd have to say CZ, but
yeah,
I don't know. I guess I don't know.
Well, I agree with the CZ, but I think the Najin pick is absolutely valid. I think they're both really, really good. I swear, every series I cast is like nail biting, and then there's just like, it's never like the actual objective fight. It's like the thing that happens right before the objective, or right before the thing you're expecting is going to end the game. Something just crazy happens in almost every one of these series I cast. That game just ended crazy. Conduit, though, again, CCW going to be taking this series 2-1 over Requiem. Requiem put up a hell of a fight. You all played very well. I feel terrible about that forfeit in Game 2. Game 2 was looking rough for you at the moment, but it's still, there's always going to be that asterisk in your mind of what if. But thank you so much to all of the viewers, to all the Conduit people. Check out our Twitter. We post every time we go live. Join the server if you'd like. And yeah, we'll all be around. Until next time, I've been Black Eyed Peas, joined by Old Man Genetics and Trash Panda. Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.